Ever stop and wonder who actually sets the rules for the internet? You know, the whole global thing? Or how your phone can magically call almost any other phone on the entire planet? Well, it turns out there's this kind of hidden organization working behind the scenes, connecting just about every piece of our digital lives. I mean, really think about it. Who makes sure that call to another country just works? Who's actually trying to deal with the massive environmental cost of all our scrolling and streaming? And maybe the biggest question of all, as AI is exploding, who's writing the rulebook for it? Believe it or not, the answer to all of that is one organization, the International Telecommunication Union, or the ITU. Yep, it's the United Nations' special agency for all things tech and communication. It's the global coordinator we almost never hear about, but rely on pretty much every single day. And get this might actually blow your mind. The ITU isn't some new Silicon Valley creation. Nope, it has been around for 160 years. It was founded back in the age of the telegraph, and it's been quietly evolving ever since. Seriously, every time you stream a movie or make a video call, you're benefiting from technical standards that were hammered out and agreed upon through the ITU. It's the reason our digital world doesn't just fall apart. So what on earth does the ITU actually do today? Well, their work really boils down to three huge things. And the first one, maybe the most important, is all about connecting the unconnected. You know, trying to close that massive digital gap that still separates so much of our world. And they're not just handing out routers. One of the most direct ways they're tackling this is with a really cool program called the Digital Transformation Centers Initiative. See, this isn't just about getting people online. It's about giving them the actual skills they need to use technology to change their lives and their communities. And here's the thing, they don't do it alone. This is all about partnership. The ITU teams up with huge tech companies like Cisco to unlock critical training for people, focusing specifically on developing countries and regions. It's a super practical, hands-on way to make sure that as the digital world grows, people aren't being left behind. Okay. So let's move on to the second big pillar of their work. Because beyond just getting people connected, the ITU is laser-focused on sustainability. Think about it. Every single email, every video, every search, it all has an environmental cost. The ITU is leading the global charge to, well, green our digital footprint. Their big push here is something called Green Digital Action, and the goal is pretty straightforward. Rally the entire tech industry, we're talking companies, governments, everyone, to build and use more sustainable digital solutions. And they are taking this to the biggest stage possible. At the upcoming COP30 climate conference in Brazil, the ITU is going to be right there, front and center, pushing this green digital action agenda. It shows they're serious about making sustainability a core part of our digital future, not just some optional extra. Which brings us to their third and maybe most future-facing pillar, writing the rules for tomorrow. The ITU acts as this crucial, neutral space where countries and companies can actually come together and agree on the standards and policies that make our whole global tech system, well, work. This quote right here really nails their whole philosophy. For a project with the UN Development Program, their mission was to bring regular people from all over the world into a direct conversation with tech leaders. It's all about making sure the future of technology is shaped by all of us, not just by a handful of people in a boardroom. And they are absolutely looking ahead. A massive focus for the ITU right now is on what they call frontier technologies. We're talking about AI, quantum computing, all the stuff that's about to completely reshape our world. They're working to understand these things and develop standards for them before they're everywhere. A perfect example of this in action is their Kaleidoscope conference. In 2026, they're bringing researchers together from all over the planet just to explore how these new frontier technologies are going to mesh with our existing communication networks. It's how that foundational, nerdy, but super important research gets shared so we can build a common understanding. So this isn't just theory and talk. The ITU's agenda is absolutely packed with real-world events. Let's just take a quick peek at what's coming up. I mean, just look at the end of 2025. You've got a major radio communications seminar happening in Chengdu, China. Then, like we saw, that huge push for green digital action at COP30 down in Belém, Brazil. And right after that, the World Telecommunication Development Conference in Baku, Azerbaijan. This is a non-stop, globe-spanning effort. So if you take one thing away from this, it's this. The ITU is this incredible,
160-year-old UN agency that is quietly but powerfully shaping our world. It connects people not just with cables, but with skills. It's driving the global conversation on making tech green. And most importantly, it's the place where the very operating system for our shared digital future is being written.
Which really just leaves us with one final thought. The work of organizations like the ITU proves that the future of tech isn't something that just happens to us. It is being actively designed, debated, and built right now. So the real question is, are you part of that conversation?